It's my time, this my truth, so let me tell it how it is. See my story, his glory, I survived so you can live. Hell spoke, they told lies, now you gon' finally hear my side. Step to the mic, take back my seat, oh yeah, we live. Hell, you spoke for too long, drag my name for too long. Thought you keep me mute, but no you won't now. It's my time, so shut the hell up, the hell up, the hell up.
Hey, welcome back to season 1 finale with yours truly, Miss Mo. I want to send a special shout out to you, amazing producer, Mr. Fossil. I want to thank you for allowing me the opportunity to create on your creation. And want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I also want to send a special shout out to you, amazing listeners who rode it out with me this season. I am looking forward to season 2. It is going to be absolutely amazing. I hope all is well in your world, and I want to speak to the month of September. You got us, because we won't quit, we will not stop, and we refuse to give up. I want to just say to you all, it has been a pleasure being able to meet up in my office and get on my podcast and just share some wisdoms and gems and bits and pieces of my story, my journey, and God's glory. I was sitting in my bedroom earlier and I said to God, you know, what should I end season 1 with? And he said, with numbness. Numbness is destroying the people inside out. That was a deep one there, because we all are witness to being numb on the inside of ourselves, thinking that the very thing that we numb no longer exist, have power or interaction with where we are now and who we are and who we are with. I come to serve a notice that the devil is a liar. The very thing that you numb and refuse to feel, refuse to be present to, refuse to have a voice, refuse to have an expression, refuse to be acknowledged, will live in you and corrupt you inside out. And no matter how much you hide and numb those parts of yourself that you are so afraid of confronting, feeling, and again acknowledging, it will always plague your life if you don't give it room to express, release, and be gone. I'm often mindful and remindful of times that I tried to numb the pain that was in my life. I tried to numb it with alcohol, knowing that I wasn't good for alcohol, and alcohol was not good for me, because you can get drunk, but it doesn't erase the pain. And before you realize it, you are drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking. And the pain is saying, I'm still here. Because, see, I can't be gone by your favorite drink or your favorite substance or your favorite lover. I can only be gone through acknowledgement that I exist and that I am here to teach you something so that you don't have to learn this lesson all over again. Often we fear pain and we run from it and we hide from it because oftentimes we think that pain is our worst enemy. When I come to serve another notice, it has become my bestest friend because I learned so much in my sufferings and my pain and my misery and everything that I experienced that it made me a better woman, a better human, a better person, a better mother, a better friend, a better mentor. And we're taught to hide our pain. We're taught to sweep it under the rug. We're taught to suppress it. We're taught to put it on the back burner. And I keep coming after this pain because when you look out in the world, all you see is pain. All you see is pain because people are avoiding the very thing that is driving them literally insane. They're avoiding the very thing that allows and push and make them hurt the people they say they love, the people that they say they care about, the people that they call family and friends and my boo and my bae and my And until we grab pain and let pain grab hold to us and we get the lesson and get the message and get the teaching and take the sting out of the suffering, pain will forever exist. And there is not one symptom on this earth that can make it be gone but the tools that I just gave you: acceptance, acknowledging, forgiving, releasing, and loving yourself, as well as the ones that have caused the pain. And the only power that can give you that courage is the power of God in Jesus' name. I want to thank my God for bringing me through mountains and mountains and turbulence of pain that you couldn't even imagine. And it's by His grace that I am here, that I am in my right mind, that I am healed, and that I am whole, and that every day I invest in my healing, my forgiveness, and my love. Because if you don't invest in those parts of yourself, then pain has an opportunity to rebirth itself back into your soul, back into your heart, in your mind, in your spirit, in your thoughts, in your emotions, and in your feelings. And I don't want to carry pain with me. I'm so grateful for pain because the lessons that you gain from it is rewarding. And so I want to say this to you, those of you that feels like being numb is your greatest choice and asset. You are hurting yourself more than you are helping yourself when you are refusing yourself to feel everything you need to feel in order to set yourself free. You owe yourself time, space, aloneness, so that you can work on your pain. A lot of times we don't like being alone because that's when we feel it the most. That's why we can't sit still. That's why we can't be alone. That's why we need a crowd. That's why we need multiple people in our homes. That's why we need to be in the latest gossip. That's why we need to create the biggest drama, because if we sit still enough, we'll feel the very thing that we've been running from. Some of us been running since we were little bitty people. The little girl and the little boy inside of you is still on the run because you haven't thought it wise enough to sit still and heal them so that they can lay well in your soul and that you can continue to strive in becoming your greatest, bestest, awesome, and amazing next self. I counsel people a lot, and a lot of people that I counsel, they live with the spirit of numbness. And some may say I'm a tough cookie when I counsel and coach and minister, lead and direct. But I am the root coach. I get to the root of it all. I'm not that kind of coach, just deal with the surface. I go deep within to the places people will never take you to, because to dig that deep means they have to dig in themselves as well. And a lot of times we like things to just stay buried, and we like to pretend like it doesn't bother us or affect us, as I stated before. And the truth of the matter is, it does. And we're too cowardly to say that I'm still hurting, I'm still bothered, I'm still affected, I'm still miserable, I'm still frustrated, I'm still angry about what he did, she did, they did, I did. I often say to people that confession is your greatest healer. To confess is the best gift that you can give to yourself. And not all of us are safe places to confess to, because some people will use the very thing you confess against you. I have so many things that I can use against people, but because I know what it's like to have somebody use my suffering and my pains against me, I refuse to use it against you. And you know who you are. I pray that we all get to a place that we stop numbing the pain and feel it and do something about it. Because this world is so full of brokenness, and that all the pieces that are shattered within is running around hurting people that had absolutely nothing to do with the pain you have no control over. Sometimes it will take you having to isolate yourself, separate yourself, get away from the friends and the so-called friends and the family members and deal with your pain. Sometimes we stay in the midst of it and we allow ourselves to be triggered over and over and over and over again. Haven't you noticed when you hear people say, I just keep on allowing, I just keep on putting, I used to say that. Sometimes we're too afraid of letting go the very things that prompts or that triggers or that bothers the pain or that ruffles the pain in our souls, that we rather sit in the midst of it and continue to be infected by the misery and the hell of those that created your pain. Even sometimes we like to sit in ourselves because sometimes we hurt ourselves as well. It feels strange to constantly complain about something that you can do something about. But because we're so lazy and taking care of ourselves, we'll use people, places, and things to keep us numb because we don't have time to heal the very thing that will hurt us as well as others. Say what you want to say about me. I invest in my healing. I invest in my mental. I invest in my emotions. I invest in my feelings. I invest in forgiveness. I invest in my truth. I invest in acknowledging. I invest in confessing. I invest in acceptance and embracing. I invest in releasing, and I invest in letting it go. God has given me so much wisdom and how to set myself free, because too many people are out here wanting the easy way out. That's why they let people talk them into medication. That's why they let people talk them into weed and alcohol. I mean, you may use that for fun times, but some people use that to cope. And I encourage you, before you let somebody write you a prescription, let somebody encourage you with a scripture, with prayer, with self-love, self-care. It is a lot in taking care of your soul, nurturing your home within, so that you can live in the homes without, in peace, love, joy, and harmony. Not all the time I was this wise, but I thank God for teaching me how to take care of me and how to no longer numb myself, but honor myself by acknowledging the pain that hurts me on the inside. Get over your numbness. Stop choosing that for yourself. Because whether you believe it or not, or notice it, the numbness wears off and you're back to feeling hell. Why live off a temporary fix when you can have an eternal fixing, a permanent fixing? I encourage you, we are in a new month, and just because the months change does not mean we do the same. Some people are doing the very thing they did 3 months ago. Some people are jumping from relationship, rebounding people because they are so excellent in numbing themselves and fooling themselves as well as others that they take that chaos and that hell into the next situationship. Because it's not a relationship, because it's not real. I encourage you. We're in day 2 of this month. Do for yourself that you have never had the courage to do, and that is taking care of you and healing those childhood wounds, those teenage blues, those young adults, pain and suffering, and even the adult mess that you're dealing with right now. As I stated before, at the end of last year to this year, I cleaned out my life. I got people out. I let them go. I said bye-bye. And again, it's not because I wanted to be evil or think the worst of them, but in order to grow, you always have to cut off some things, be it people, places, or things. Some people can't accept the fact that your heart is big. Some people can't accept the fact that you are so loving, so kind, so giving, so supportive. Some people can't accept the fact that you ain't taking their crap no more, that you're not allowing them to use you and hurt you the way others did in the past, because spirits show up over and over and over again in your life, just as they did back then as a child, but they have a brand new face, a new name, but an old behavior. And I can admit, sometimes I've entertained that foolishness too long. And when enough is enough, when I can allow people to plant in me, to replant in me the pain I've already come through, and allowing myself to accept the pain by hurting myself as well, I have to let you go. Because I came a mighty long way through some dark, horrific pain that I don't wish on my enemies. And I refuse to live backwards or allow that same spirit and behavior cycle and pattern to relive in my life again. So I had to say bye-bye and cut them off. And spend some time with me, healing my soul, healing my mind, healing my spirit, my emotions, healing my feelings, my thoughts, and checking in on myself with why. Why did you allow this and that for so long? Not with judging and condemning myself, but questioning myself. Because the only way you will get an answer is with a question. And when I questioned myself answered. And it had every bit to do with some pain that I numbed, that I should have been feeling, dealing with, working with, and releasing and letting go. I was talking with a couple of people recently, and I said, I'm not doing any more broken relationships. Be it male or female, I don't want any more pieces. Either you're whole, healing and working on yourself, or you can miss me with your madness. 'Cause I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not in the business of trying to fix people anymore. I'm not in the business of hoping that maybe they'll change. I'm not in the business that maybe one day they'll treat me right, they'll see me. I'm not investing in that shenanigan anymore. Those shenanigans. Because I am spending so much time working on me, and I refuse to lose me because you refuse to find you. And so either you hold or don't come my way. I can pray for you, encourage and inspire you, but I don't have no time for you. That's what happens when you learn from your pain and your suffering, and you're choosing not to numb it and wait for the next joker, or waiting for you to be the next joker in yourself. I hope and pray that this message find you right where you are. I hope that it touches the places that are on the inside of you that you are choosing to numb, avoid, resist, ignore, overlook, suppress, sweep under the rug, and turn your back on. I hope this message go to those very places and find you, and that it would encourage you to do something better with your pain. We have to stop. We have to stop chaining and shackling and controlling people with our pain and our triggers. If you don't call me, you're going to hurt me. Remind me of my mom. If you don't do this. No. Nobody should be babysitting your sufferings. Nobody should be babysitting your triggers. Nobody should be cradling and rocking your demons. It is for you to take care of those parts of yourself. so that you can have healthy, wholesome, beautiful, and awesome relationships. I don't only blame the people that hurt me, I blame myself for hurting me first. And for teaching them that they can do the same. What are you teaching people in your numbness? In your hidden sufferings and pains, what are you teaching people about you? Because whether you know it or not, people can see you and they know exactly what you're going through. That's why they're there. Anyone that is not healed, the people in your life is as broken as you are. I thank God for wisdom. I thank God for knowledge and understanding and revelation and discernment and interpretation. I thank God that I love myself so much that I take time with me and that I give myself the very things that I need to be healed, to be better, to be whole, and to be so loving within and without. Work on your pain so it does not only be your problem, but the problems of those that are around you. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself. Give up the numbness and feel it so that you can know what to do with it. I love you all so much. I am so grateful for this season finale. I'm not going to be off too long, but I'm going to put together some content for season 2. And I have more of my story to share, more truth to unveil, and more glory to give to my God. Be kind, be fair, be apologetic to those that you hurt. Be unapologetic for saving yourself and healing yourself and bettering yourself and loving yourself. And forgive everything, including you. Because the forgiveness that you give and the forgiveness that you receive will keep you unchained, unshackled, and unbound. You will not be chained, shackled, or bound by anything, because forgiveness is your key to freedom. Have yourself an amazing night, a beautiful weekend, a wonderful holiday, and please don't forget, take care of you mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, inwardly, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. You owe it to yourself to be your best version. Don't take your mess into somebody else's life and expect them to deal with what you can't even deal with. And what you refuse to control. Until the next time, again, I love you and God bless.